All right, so this is Helpienaut Meeting number. I have no idea, but today is the day 9th, month 7, 2018, and you are listening to the voice of Minnow. We try to have this little meetings every single week with the idea of just staying connected, seeing what everybody's up to, and if I find something relevant that I can share with the group, I attempt to do that as well. So if you are listening to this on Steam or you are listening to this on YouTube, I usually have more information that goes along with the video so that it makes more sense, and a short explanation of what this whole Helpy thing is supposed to be all about. And that is it. I'm keeping the intros very short now because I want to make the meetings, I would love to make them under an hour. Not that I've been able to pull that off every single time, but most of the time we've gotten close enough. And I wanted to ask you guys first before we start, how you guys have been. Is everything good? Everything is ninja. You guys doing great? How's everybody feeling? Anybody has something to share?
Yeah, well, me maybe. As
Go for it.
you've noticed, maybe I've been really, well, not so much online and not so much at Discord. So I'd like to apologize first, but I haven't forgot you all. So be assured. But it may be that the post will be getting a little short, and my reactions are a bit sparse lately. So
I
I
thought what
hope
you
you'll
wrote
bear with
yesterday
me.
was awesome. I mean, you keep on posting quality though, so I hope that I haven't noticed today if you got some attention, but it's okay, man.
Yeah,
Honestly, like if life gets in the way of your online life, it's okay. Like you shouldn't feel like you have to apologize. I don't think so, at least.
yeah. Well, I felt the need to say something at least. So
No, I get you. I
there it
get
is.
you. So I think as long as we try to touch base with everybody, say hi every now and then, it's good. Bimbo, what are you sharing? Did you hurt your elbow or something? Oh wow, you broke your arm. That's crazy.
Oh wow, Bamble.
Oh, I'm so sorry, brother.
Yeah, get well soon, man.
Elon's wondering why nobody was talking to him. He was in the wrong place. Every touch everyone's bases. Claypoint is touching everybody. That's interesting.
Gross.
So hey guys, I had a few things to share. Bembo, I'm really sorry you hurt yourself. That's terrible. But believe it or not, I actually have some good news for you guys. Something that I think is pretty interesting, that I think could be very valuable to everyone here, everyone who's trying to collect a little steam in this down market. Truth be told, I have no idea when it's going to recover, but as we've discussed before, it's really a really good time to be powering up and collecting as much steam as you can, so that when the market recovers, we can capitalize on the new steam that we've collected, and we can actually make some nice profits for those weeks. So I think in that sense, this could be a blessing in disguise. A lot of people right now are growing really fast. I've recently crossed the dolphin mark, and all of a sudden I got like 160 something steam power on top of that, and that's just in a week. So it's funny how that works. Like, oh yeah, steam price is down, but I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped posting, and I just keep on powering up. So imagine if all you guys have that mentality, and everybody is like, oh, no, just keep at it, just relentless, and you get to your next target, which is something that we also talked about, which is trying to define a target for yourself. Like if you are not a minnow yet, maybe that could be your target. Maybe getting to the 500 steam power and having your slider. And if you are already a minnow but you haven't gone to 1000 steam power mark, maybe you can give yourself that target. It's like, oh, that's where I'm going to get. Or if you're
So
almost a dolphin, maybe it's like, oh, that's where I need to get. But give yourself a target. I'm sorry, Winston, you
Minnow
were
is
going to say something.
500.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna ask. So Minnow is 500.
Yeah, if you get to 500, you get a slider, and you are officially a minnow. You are a plankton up until then.
Yeah, I know. I know I'm a plankton. So Minnow is next after plankton.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's a
I'm
good
almost
that's
halfway
a good
there.
target to
That's
give
going good.
yourself. And here's the deal. I've been having a slider is really sweet. Here's the deal. honestly don't think that it would be productive, and of course I welcome disagreements, but I don't think it would be productive to put out more posts than you normally do just because the market is down. Like, a lot of people are on auto votes, and I get it, and it might not be a polite thing to do to all of a sudden, okay, so the market's down, so let me post 10 times a day and pull the hygiene, so that's not what I'm trying to say, by the way. I want to make that clear. But what I am trying to say is not let the opposite happen, which is, the market's down, so if I don't post for a day or two, it's fine because the market's down anyways, because that's actually working against your own self-interest. And then regarding the good news that I had to share, I do actually have something really cool to share with you guys. And I talked about it on chat a couple of days ago, and I've been messing with it. And yeah, the slider thing that's correct, Nathan. You are 100% right. That is a interface feature. It's not connected really to the Steam power that you have. You could technically have a slider with 15 Steam power on your wallet, but it just, you're basically splitting
not
pennies.
Giving anything.
Yeah, you're splitting pennies. It's sort of like a penny. That's what you're doing.
You're splitting fractions of a fraction of a penny.
Exactly. So maybe that's why they don't mess with it at the very beginning, because they figured, most people are just going to be confused by this and that they think they're doing something. And here's the other deal. I don't know if you guys know this, but the way the dust votes work, there's actually a misunderstanding that many people have regarding dust votes. They think that, dust vote, they all accumulate, and every now and then, they'll add up to a penny. Do you guys know how it works? Do you know, since maybe, Clay probably knows how it works, but anybody but Clay or Isaria, you guys probably know, both of you probably know how this works, but do you guys know how dust votes work? What happens if it doesn't reach the right amount? Do you guys know?
I don't know, but I
goes back
thought
to
it
the
was
reward pool.
yes, going back to the reward pool.
Exactly. So basically, there's a tolerance that it needs to be, the comment or post, it doesn't matter, it needs to reach, or it just goes right back into the reward pool. There's actually no payout. So I think that is the reason why they and that being said, there's a this is a digression, but remind me of finding this for you guys. So since we're having this conversation, maybe somebody can find it for me and slap it in the chat. There's actually an initiative to help minnows with that, because sometimes they collect a lot of dust votes. It's called Dust Sweeper. So if somebody can find that and slap it on chat, that would be awesome. But that's right. I knew Mav knew, because I think I remember him talking about it. But the truth of the matter is that the conversation, or what matters about this conversation, is about giving yourself that little target for the sake of giving yourself something to strive for. I think it has to do with mental programming, and I know that's the way it works for me. Like, if you don't give yourself something to strive for, then you don't walk in the right direction, because you're thinking, whatever, I'm just floating away. So that's the real reason why I think establishing a goal is important, and not necessarily because all of a sudden life changes. Like, all of a sudden, you get to 500 Steam power and it's a brand new game. Or like, oh my god, yeah, once you get to 500 Steam power, then your account, you just get all these random votes from whales. Nothing like that's going to happen. Really, this is long-term thinking, and we're just having this conversation in a different manner. But without you giving yourself a target, you don't achieve. That's just how the human works. That's just psychology, I guess. So give yourself a target. You're kidding me, Eon? That's awesome. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. So Eon just became a dolphin. That is awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, congrats, Jan.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking, I'm gonna talk to, maybe I'll talk to Pechi and see, and Ella Farms and see what everybody thinks about this. But it might be a fun thing to do, to add those roles onto the users. So to say, like, within Helpie Dolphin, a Helpie Minnow, a Helpie Plankton, just to kind of reward people when they achieve a new goal. Just a little bit of recognition. I think that's a good idea.
Do you think that'll make other people feel like less than?
I guess it depends how we frame it. It's not really a competition. I don't want to make it for it to seem like a competition. It's just a celebration of a little goal, really. You know. So, but again, if this is my opinion, and I'm sure there's quite a few people out there that disagree with me, but if you become a dolphin and you have 5,000 steam power and none of it is delegated, you're probably not doing the right thing. And I know it sounds kind of weird that I say it, but that just means that you're just focused on you. You're not focused on developing anybody else, and that's not how this whole thing is supposed to work, anyways. I don't know if you guys agree with me. So,
Did you mean like having everybody in a category? So like the plankton are one, and minnows are one, and dolphins are in another.
well, not necessarily changing the categories on the right of Discord. I wasn't implying that. It's just adding another label.
Okay, I guess I heard it as like I was imagining people that are plankton having always to wear that label. It kind of struck me immediately as like the red letter kind of thing. Like
Got you.
always in your face. I'm a plankton. I'm a plankton. You know what I'm saying?
No, not like that. It's because it's not really. Honestly, you could be a plankton and be pretty much a high influence on the platform, and the testament for that is really Silent Screamer. She's a plankton. I don't think she's a minnow yet, and when she says, she interacts like she's a whale. Now I'm surprised sometimes that she doesn't catch flags because she calls people out quite a bit. But so the size of your wallet doesn't determine who you are, and if it does, and I said this before, then that means you're really poor. And I know that's insulting, but if you feel like the wallet is what makes you relevant, then you might not be ready to have a fat wallet, if that makes any sense.
Shots fired, Bernie. Shots fired.
So, but giving yourself a target, which is really the point of the conversation, the way I started, is a good thing. We don't know where this is going to go in the future. We don't know where the valuation of Steam is going to be. But it's not out of the realm of possibilities that we might close out the year with a $8 or $10 Steam. And if you manage to get to 1,000 Steam power, an $8,000 account sounds pretty nice, right? I think it sounds pretty nice to me. Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
yeah, of course. But here's the little ninja plan that I was thinking about doing, and maybe you guys will agree or disagree. And of course, just like everything we talk about is all voluntary, and if you guys want to do it, that's great, and if you don't, that's great too. But I think it goes very much along with the spirit of Helpie, and I think because it goes along with the spirit of Helpie, which is that to mentor, to teach other people, it's almost like a perfect match. I'm gonna share the link really quick. I'm sure some of you have seen this already, but for those who have not, this is going to be really cool. You guys know what that is? Musing.io.
Oh, is that the how do you call it? Where they ask you questions, like, how do you call that shit?
It's basically a question and answer platform developed on top of Steam. And the reason why I think it's fantastic, and the reason why I think it could work really well for Helpie, is because, well, for a few reasons, right? But specifically for Helpie, is because if the Helpienauts are participating of that particular platform and they're answering people's questions, we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing, which is helping and mentoring. You know what I mean? So that, to me, makes a lot of sense. Because you will see a lot of newbies on there asking questions. They don't understand some things. Of course, there will be some advanced stuff that maybe I don't even know or you don't know. But like people be like, oh, so what's the difference between SBD? And that's an opportunity for you to teach somebody. And at the same time, win some Steam power. So this kind of solves a few issues that I think are challenging, especially in a down market like we have right now. Because one of the things you don't want to do, like you really don't, is you don't want to up your daily upvotes by like 5 or 10 just because you want to make more Steam. That doesn't make too much sense. You, like I was saying, maybe the people that have you on auto vote are going to be upset because you start to drain their VP, and that's understandable. But what you could do is you could go into this platform and you could start answering questions to people that need help. Now, Musing.io has a delegations, and the delegations are used to curate the best helpers, the best answers. So I've been making really nice upvotes by just answering people questions. Like somebody will be like, "Oh, so how do you grow on Steam?" And I go like, I give my opinion. It's just my opinion. I made 66 cents when I did that. Or somebody says, "Well, if I have some Bitcoin right now, what should I be doing with it?" And I give my honest opinion, what I think is actually the right thing to do. This is my honest opinion, with all the caveats that I feel are necessary. Somebody today made a question, is like, "Is it really hard to make money on Steam?" And I also got like 60 something cents because I told them, yes, it is really hard. I'm going to be blunt and honest about this and blah, blah, blah. And I gave my opinion on the matter and I made 60 something cents. So my point is that even though 60 something cents is not going to change the world, if you spend a few hours a day doing that, you could probably make more doing that than posting. And that sounds kind of crazy, but there's a group of curators that work for Musing, basically the website, who are basically attempting to reward the people that are being the most helpful. Hence why I think it makes sense that Helpinauts participate of the platform. So aside from you making some Steam, which is nice, the ethos or the idea behind this little community of ours kind of goes hand in hand with what that platform is trying to do. And here's another thing that I've been thinking about lately, which is pretty cool. Like we need to get a philosopher. Yeah, that's a good idea, Clay. But here's the other thing about it that I think is pretty interesting. You guys know, of course, of Yahoo.com. Yahoo has been around forever. I remember Yahoo when it was brand new. That's how old I am. But Yahoo has had some terrible financial crises over the years. Now, the reason why Yahoo stays afloat, right, and this is why I think this is a great thing, believe it or not, is because of Yahoo Answers. Like, if you guys can research what I'm talking about, you don't have to believe me. But Yahoo Answers is among the top 10 websites visited in the world. Not the Yahoo search engine. I remember Ask Jeeves too, Zippy. I remember. Not the Yahoo search engine, because most people, when you go to a search engine, you go to Google. And as a matter of fact, Chrome right now outpaces all the competitors by so much that you can't even search anywhere else by default. So, but the reason why Yahoo has not disappeared is because of the Yahoo Answers page. As a matter of fact, if you search for stuff on Google, many times Yahoo Answers shows up. So that is pretty interesting to me, because that also means that if we start adding a lot of quality to the Musing.io website, if we start adding some quality questions, if we start adding some quality answers, we are also adding to the idea of getting a lot of traffic to that particular website, and as a consequence of that, to the valuation of the token that we are participating of. So it's a win-win-win. Now, are there spammers doing stupid stuff on Musing.io? Yes. There's a couple that I've noticed that just ask the same question over and over, but because they are not promised anything, they give up. You know, you basically, if you're not doing good stuff, if you're not doing good quality questions, if you're not doing good quality answers, they don't upvote your stuff, and I think that's great. I think they should be picky. Like, I can't even talk today. They should be picky. The curator should be picky and trying to get the best answers, and only those upvote. So what I'm trying to say is not really that you are guaranteed to make money. What I'm saying is, if you put 5 minutes of effort and you do something as good as possible, you do your best to answer somebody's question, or maybe even ask some questions yourself, there's a good chance you're going to make some steam while you do it. And I think that's great. Now, all right, Grimace. Oh, she can't hear me, but yeah. Let me just type. Yeah, we're talking about Musing Serena. That's exactly what we're talking about. I have this idea, and I don't know if you guys would be interested, but I am going to do it myself. and maybe I'll ask Anka to help me with this because it's not really too hard to do, and of course nobody's obligated. But I think it could be interesting. I'm sure you guys have seen that the curators from D Live and are using like a little logo of D Live on the bottom corner of their avatars. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Yeah. So like if you find a curator, let me see if I find one. Cheech, I think Cheech is that how you say it? He's actually a buddy. I've talked to him a few times. Really nice guy. Cheech. Wow. What's the name of the dude? Well, anyways, if somebody can help me find a curator from D Live, that would be great. But the avatar is normal, right? Yeah, because I'm not going to spend 2 hours looking for a curator right now. And right on the bottom, there's like a little tiny D, right? That it just kind of tells you that they're a D Live curator. Now, if you didn't know that, that's actually valuable information there, because if a D Live curator shows up to your post and it doesn't upvote your post, maybe that means that your post, there was something on your post that was off. It could have been tags, it could have been I don't know, lighting, could have been something. But if they show up to your post to leave a comment, that's usually a good sign. That means that you're being scouted. And as you guys have noticed, there are some people that regularly get D Live upvotes because the curators are trying to do the best job they can. And so there's like Koruskate is one that always gets D Live upvotes, but there's quite a few users that are always getting D Live upvotes because of the quality that they're doing. So establishing a relationship with those people is a good thing. But anyways, I just digressed. My point is, I was thinking that we could do something very similar for the Helpinauts. So I'm going to do it myself and maybe get a little face of Helpy, a tiny one, and put that on the bottom of my avatar. So obviously I would keep my avatar as it is, because there is something to be said about recognition. Like when people, oh, that's the guy, I know that guy, and that's part of you building your audience, and that makes sense. But maybe putting the little thing there would work also to I don't know, identify kind of what we're doing, kind of the community, kind of the idea of teaching other people, and it wouldn't be really hard to do. So we would just need a PNG file with a transparency set up, add that to your avatar, and we can make it happen. And I think it would be awesome. It would be a super ninja move if we do that. Hey Rakasan, how are you, brother? If we do that, and there you go. See what I mean? There you go. So it would be exactly that, and we add for the avatar a little Helpy.
For musing, you mean?
It could be, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can change it. No, you can't actually, because it's all on the same blockchain. So you can change your avatar for one particular platform and not for the other one. I think your avatar will be permanently changed.
How does you do that where like the avatar is actually going beyond the little circle boundary order?
I don't know, but I'm sure
Yeah,
that I can figure it out.
How does he get it to stick out?
Mm-hmm.
How does he get it to stick out? Because it's like cut off at the circle.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah, I don't know, but it doesn't mean that I can't figure it out. If he can do it, I can
Special
do it.
magic.
Mm-hmm.
Special magic.
There's got to be a way to do it. Obviously, if nobody's magical, there's a way to do it.
Everybody is magical. What do you mean?
Oh, that's
Everyone.
Right. That's right. Hey guys, by the way, while we are having this conversation, because I suspect that a few of you guys have forgot all about it, are we still doing the shilling? And if you haven't thought of a post that you want to shill,
Yes.
okay, awesome. So make sure if you have not done your little research and you don't know what post you're going to shill, we still got a little bit of time. We just started having this conversation, but that right now is a good time to look.
I know how he made it stick out.
How?
Wes knows the magic.
Perfect.
So, are you talking how he made it stick out on his Steemit profile picture? Or
Just that one right that's even there as a preview. It's like the little D Live logo goes beyond the boundary of the circle.
well, that's just a picture for the post itself. But like on his like Steemit page, if you look at the top of his Steemit profile page, it sticks out as well. But it's because he shrunk the circle itself. It's smaller than all of our circles that doesn't have anything stuck out.
Yes,
So
he. I see.
Yeah, it's not real. He
It's fake
cheated.
news.
He faked it. He's
But
like a real magician.
Sometimes cheating is also magic if you do it in a slick way. I mean, that's not
It
cheating.
is.
That's
It's
like
good.
just
It's good sleight of Photoshop hand.
sleight of sight.
Yeah, that's his image right there. Yeah, I knew I was
Hey,
gonna figure it out.
but for everybody that does use D Live, Tidy Live does have a new overlay that he came out with for D Live for like comments, upvote stuff. That is, it looks like it's streamlined with D Live, and it's called Tidy Labs, and I'll post the link to it real quick.
Oh,
And
cool.
he's doing Diablo too. Oh.
Yeah,
So he just made a post about this, and he just released it for beta. But I just signed up for it, and the interface looks super easy. It's a lot easier than dealing with like the Streamlabs and trying to get it all hooked up with OBS and everything.
Oh, nice.
So it's made specifically for dealing with D Live.
Yeah, he just shared it. The Tidy Labs stream. Wow, that's perfect. Awesome. That's perfect. I'm gonna try to not forget, but if I do, Wes, let me know. Call me out so that I can add that link onto the post of this conversation, because that's kind of valuable.
Okay.
So call me out if I forget.
I'll just DM it to you.
Yes. So, anyways, to continue what I was talking about, and I guess you guys agree, maybe whoever wants to, like, I don't know what the skills of Photoshop that everybody here has, so maybe somebody would have a harder time doing it, but if you want some help, I can probably do it myself. Obviously, I'm gonna try to get Anka to do it, because Anka could do it in like less than a minute. But if she's too busy, I can probably give it a good go and see if I can make it happen. So if you need some help and you wanted to add the Helpy little logo to your avatar, and on top of that you want to participate on Musing.io, I think that's a win-win-win. I think that would be awesome. That we can, like I was saying, like we can keep that ethos, which is, you know, we are trying to help people, we're trying to mentor people, trying to teach them what is a proper way of interacting on Steam, sharing knowledge. And at the same time, we're also making some Steam ourselves. And you can answer 1,000 questions. It doesn't matter, because there's going to be a lot of people with a lot of questions. And you might even be surprised to see some big names asking questions too, because not even Reputation 70s know everything. So if you know, and if you can help, you know, by all means participate. By the way, Serena, I've noticed that you've been participating. Yeah, you've been participating of Musing.io. So how do you like it so far? I know that you don't like to talk on a microphone, but you can type. How do you like Musing.io so far? It's pretty easy to use, right? I thought it would take me. Oh, congratulations, Clay. That's awesome. Very nice. But just make a Photoshop template. Oh, okay. I can do that. I think I can do that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think I can do it. It's been forever since I used Photoshop. Really, you will laugh at me, but most of the time what I'm using is MS Paint. I just use Paint because I do such little things with images nowadays that I just don't need anything complicated. So I just use Paint.
Don't ever use Paint.
Why?
It sucks.
Hey, you would be
No, I-
surprised the amount of amazing stuff that gets done on Paint.
Still Paint. It's fine. I can make a template if you want.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Mario Paint? I used to make movies in Mario Paint.
No. She's talking about actual actual
Oh,
like Microsoft Paint chibi.
Il Esha is talking about Mario Paint.
Ah, okay.
Who doesn't use MS Paint?
MS Paint is the best, man. Honestly, there's even a couple of things that Pichicha has done on MS Paint that are pretty amazing. My brother Pichi, he likes to draw on Paint just to be an idiot, but the whole purpose is drawing terribly, and they are pretty funny. They're great. Like Soul Turtle, I don't know if he is still on Helpy because I haven't seen him in forever, but his avatar Pichi made it on Paint. Amy, she made it. Yay! Now the chocolate can start. So, anyways, guys, so Jen has offered. So, if you guys want some help getting your avatar with the little Helpy logo, she can certainly help. But I am going to do it. I'm probably going to do it today, and I'm going to keep on participating on Musing.io because I think it's great. I think it's a really easy way to collect Steam. Just not that I'm not saying this because I'm bragging, but I've made $6 in like 2 days. 6 SBD on participating on Musing.io. That's awesome.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
Right?
So, the million-dollar question: are they taking benefactor rewards?
Nope.
That's rare.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it is that they are making their monies, but I checked. No, they're not taking benefactor rewards. They might be voting. They might just be making the money in curation, I guess. I'm not sure about that one.
Are you actually like logging in and going through their site whenever you're responding to questions?
Yeah, but see, let me go into one of my comments. See. Yep, they're not put here as
No custom JSONs.
Alicia,
I'm-
you got a 33% Curie.
I don't 100% know what that means yet, but I'm very excited.
You got a
It means you're
33%
awesome.
Curie. Go look at your post.
No, I know about the Curie. I don't know about the percentage and I don't know math. I don't do math.
Well, it's nice. It's one of the higher ones. What they give.
that they give.
Sort of.
That means you really
Yeah.
impressed them. That's
Thanks,
what it means.
guys.
The last one I got was 5%. So
It is really good.
So-
I'm just gonna. I can say this right now here, and this is something I don't repeat. But it makes sense because I am an open mic judge. I kind of can't play favorites, so I keep my comments regarding open mic entries to the minimum. But so, if somebody sends me an open mic entry and you see me being like, "Oh, good," it's just because of obvious reasons. I've had people attack me for favoritism before. So
Oh my god, I love how ungrateful people can be for something that you're doing out of the goodness of your heart.
Did Steam have like a rollback or something earlier? Like I swear I re-steamed that post and it's not showing that I re-steamed it now.
I haven't seen anything like that, and so I doubt it. But anyways, guys, I have something else to show you guys, which I think is pretty cool. And then after that we can do some shilling. I have another tool to show, and I think it's something that we can possibly do with Helpy. I'm not 100% sure if we can do it with Helpy, or we could possibly set up another account, which I might even do in the near future to do just this. And let me show you guys the link really quick, which I think is a great idea. And then even though I haven't used it myself yet, of course I'm gonna guinea pig first, and then I'll let you guys know how it works and explain the details of the whole thing. But there's a new service called Wise Vote. It's brand new. It's so new. Today's the first time I ever hear of it. That's the link right there. Really easy to remember. So the way that is supposed to work is the following. It would be really difficult for you to convince a whale so that they would give you their posting keys. So like if I was to say to, let's just say, I was to say to Farisim, hey Farisim, let me have your posting key, man. You're on vacation now till God knows when. Let me just use your voting power for a little while. he would probably flip me off and be like, hey, no, screw you. Like, get out of here. I'm not going to give you my posting keys. But what this service allows a whale to do, or anybody really, is to tokenize votes. So what does that mean? What that means basically is that, let's just say that I am this nice whale, and I say, I think he is powering down, Mev. He is powering down. But that being said, he just bought a shit ton of Steam too. So, hey, he's gonna travel the world. Like, I don't know about that. I don't think he's stopping his witness. He might just be powering down because he decided to travel the world. So, I don't think he's powering down the whole thing. Why would he? He's a massive whale. Who needs that much money?
Are you talking about FaceTime?
Yeah.
He's not reactivating his witness, is what I was told.
He's not gonna reactivate it, or he's.
No, like his witness never came back online after.
Yeah, he made a post and said he's turning it off.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I saw
that
him
said,
on today.
That being said, he didn't claim like he was selling all of the Steam or anything, but he definitely
He's making blocks right now. Yeah, he's making blocks.
How is he making blocks if he's not running a witness that's updated?
It's running.
Maybe he changed his mind.
I mean, why would he kill it? I don't, it's almost like, oh, like, screw this, it's making me money, I don't want it. Why would he? I mean, if you're a backup witness and like where he is right now, it's not really something that that you have to worry too much. I mean, if I guess if he was on the top 20, he would have to stay on top, but he's making blocks. He's probably going to keep on dropping though. So even the position that he's in right now, he's probably going to keep on dropping. But
oh man, he is back online.
Yeah, he's back online. But he is powering down. I mean, maybe that's connected to his trip, and I think that's good. Honestly, I what I said to him, like I replied to that post of his, and I meant it. Congratulations, because I think that's great. I mean, that idea of collecting money for the sake of collecting money so that you can have money makes absolutely no fucking sense. And when you get to that level, and I'm not trying to be like to count somebody else's wallet, but when you get to that level, I think you're pretty much okay. Like unless you have this mind of scarcity that you're like, no man, like $1.5 million or whatever it's worth, that's too little, man. I'm gonna run out. Like what kind of life do you want to live? It's like, is it gonna be like hookers and cocaine every 2 hours? I mean, what kind of life do you want to live? So I honestly think that what he's yeah, so I think that what he's doing is actually good for him. All right, so let's go back to let's go back to that, guys, because I got distracted. Wise vote. Wise vote, the way that works, let me explain it. So the way that works is that you can tokenize a certain amount of votes per week. So that means, for example, that I could say to Luke Stokes, let's imagine I tell Luke Stokes, I said, hey Luke, I'm starting this new initiative, or I'm doing this curation post, right, for Helpie, right, and I would like it to get a little more support for the curation post. Could I have 2 of your votes? And he tokenizes 2 of his votes. He allows me to use 2 votes of his per week on the posts that I choose. So he gives me 2 tokens of his vote. Does that make sense? And he doesn't have to give me his keys. He just gives me 2 votes, and I use them as I deem necessary. So I think that is a game changer a little bit, because it allows for some whales that don't do much with their Steam power to support other things in a very how would you call it, like very detail oriented way. They can say, you know what, I am willing to support Helpie, but I'll do it once a week, and we can use that can work. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, no, put Helpie on autovote, which many whales might not want to do, or they might not even see the value in Helpie to even consider it. But and we could also do this.
Can anyone use this wise vote?
Yeah, you can sell your token, not sell. You can tokenize your votes. It's not about selling. The idea is that you could set up your with the rules that you want, but you can set it up to where you can tokenize the votes. You give that to somebody else, and then that person can use your votes as many times as you set it up. So I need to use it so that I can teach it to you guys. I just know the theory behind it. There's a video. It's like 40 something minutes. I wish it was shorter because I know that most of it is just Luke Stokes talking, and I love the guy. He's a cool guy, whatever. But he has the same issue that I do, which is he doesn't get to the point fast enough sometimes. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do 45 minutes right now. And this is prior to us doing the meeting. So I'm like, okay, I understand the basics. I'm going to now attempt to do it myself, and then I'm going to teach you guys if you guys are interested in doing it, and then maybe we can actually make something like that happen also with Helpie. So, which is one of the things that I had been considering doing for a little while, which is in the curations that we're doing, maybe giving the curators that are working on those curations some tokens for votes from Helpie, so that they can upvote the content that they liked using the Helpie account, and leaving the comments and all the stuff and all that, and then we don't have to give everybody just posting keys, which is obviously a potential for disaster. So we can set up, like, I'm just gonna put this as an example. I have no idea what it is, but let's imagine that a curation. We start having curations for musicians that are gonna come out on Thursdays. Imagine that. And so we're like, all right, so musician curations are going to get 15% votes from Helpie, and we're going to curate maximum 5 musicians during the week. And the curator for that would be, just give an example, it's going to be Serena. Because Serena used to do music curation back in the day. So Serena gets 5 tokens of votes from Helpie for 15% votes, so she can go curate 5 people, and then she can trigger them on this platform, upvote these posts, leave her comment saying you were curated by Helpie and all this stuff, and then do her post afterward. And we can do this for every single curation initiative that we start. So you see how it is. It makes it to where it's a lot less complicated to set up or tokenize the votes or divide them by the curators that are going to be working with Helpie. So do you guys? Yeah, that would be the idea, Isaria. So the way anybody, whoever, can tokenize their votes and give them to people they want. So they can say, okay, here you go. I've set up on this account for you 3 votes a week, and you can use them for whatever you want to do. Obviously, the idea would be that whoever does it would be somebody they trust, and it would not be used, or it would not be abused, right? So we don't want it to be to where, if we were to do this with Helpie, which is the idea, like us, if I was to see somebody abusing it, like, oh, they're using it on themselves, that's it. They get cut from the equation, and that's like a breach of trust. But I don't think anybody here would. I'm just saying this because I would assume that because there is that possibility, most whales would probably be careful about handing out votes like that.
Harry, your mic is hot.
Whose mic is hot?
Drop it like it's hot.
Carrie Allen's was. She
Oh.
got it now.
Cool. Yeah, but this will be manual curation though, Yidnith. This is manual curation. The idea is that you trigger the vote. But at the same time, the second aspect is that you're not using your vote, which is 2 cents or 3 cents. So you can use it too. But if you were to be, let's say that you start curating art yourself, Pris. Let's say that you're an illustrator yourself. You can do art. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna curate art. All right, cool. You get 3 votes a week, and then you can use that to go, and when you find a good post, something that you really liked, you can give them some Helpie votes. That's kind of the idea. And so, anyways, guys, so regarding what we've talked about, what do you guys think about the ideas? Do you want to do it? Do you want to do the little logo thing? And if the wise vote works, whoever is going to be a curator, do you find that a tool to be useful? Is it something you want to learn? It's going to have a learning curve, but nothing too crazy, and I'm willing to walk through it with you if anybody wants to sign up for that. Awesome. All right, so we can call this part of the meeting semi done, unless there is any questions and you guys want to talk to me about something else. I hope that even though the market has not recovered, you guys are seeing a glimpse of hope. Bitcoin has slowly, and possibly that's actually better. Bitcoin has slowly been moving up. Just a week ago, we were talking about less than $6,000. Right now, we're at 6,700 last time I checked, and it's starting to move up. And I don't know. This could be it. I don't want to hold my breath, but this could be it. The market could start to turn around. That would be fantastic. So, I just think we have to hold on to it a little bit longer, and then we're gonna see better times. I'm having trouble thinking of good questions to ask on musings. Well, you know what? Here's the other thing. Good thing you said that. I actually had a suggestion for the Helpie server here on Discord. There might be some people that can think of questions but don't want to go there. They want to bother, and they can. So maybe we can create a channel or even a category on its own for musing, and leave question ideas on there. So like if you have a question idea, you don't want to go to musing. I don't want to deal with that, but I have a good question. You can. Yeah, I think exactly, Zippy, something like that. I think you can put links on musing. I'm pretty sure you can. So we can make a little channel for just that, and then you guys can drop ideas for questions. Hey, let's ask about this, let's ask about that, and stuff, and see what happens. Now, if you are going to participate in musing, I would really like to encourage you guys, whoever decides on doing it, to use a Helpie logo on the bottom of your avatar, because that would be fantastic for the branding of the community. I think so, at least. It will make it seem like, this is a group of people that are trying to help, not just one person that showed up. And I think that would be like the really ninja move of there. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to conclude the part of the meeting that is recorded. We actually did it under an hour, which is awesome. If you've been listening so far and you are interested in some of the information that we've shared, I'm going to attempt not to forget, and Wes has said he's going to remind me to leave some links about the things we talked about on this particular post. And if you are listening to this on YouTube, there is going to be a link to the Helpie Steemit profile where you can find more information about what this community is all about and what is it that we are here to do. You've been listening to the voice of Menno. You also heard Clay talk for a little bit. It was Deranged Visions, Wes, Zippy, Zippora talk for a little bit. And I think I'm missing a couple of people, but that's okay. It's semi-anonymous, pseudo-anonymous. And that's it. That's going to be for the recording. And this is Menno signing out.